all of time and space, everything there ever was, everything there ever can be. Yes, folks, I've just finished watching the premiere of Doctor Who Season 10. The episode was called Pilot, and here are my thoughts. My first reaction to the episode when it was finished was great. We've got a great new companion. We had all the things that make a Doctor Who episode great. So first of all, we are introduced to our new companion, Bill, played by Pearl Mackie. Initially, a companion I wasn't too sure about, but this episode just has me sold. The episode starts quite calm and quiet, almost the kind of episode you'd expect halfway through a season of Doctor Who. He's been teaching at a university for about 50 years or 70 years, depending on who you believe, and we learn eventually that he's looking after some vault. Don't know anything about the vault, but that's what he's there for. But rather than be the Doctor and sit on his laurels all the time, he reaches out to someone he notices doesn't belong in his lectures, which is our companion Bill. He offers to be our tutor and just generally our friend, and we have a few funny scenes of them exchanging gifts and Doctor Who being the Doctor. Eventually, of course, we need our other aliens, and the companion Bill bumps into one of our own, initially disguised as one of our friends, but we eventually come to learn that it's a alien oil, I suppose. This also introduces the kind of, well, it lets you know that Bill is in fact gay. But what was great is it was part of the story, but not at all the point in the story. Like, it was just a casual fact, the way it should be. So the Doctor initially tries to distance Bill from the aliens, but it being Doctor Who, inevitably something follows her home. And quick enough, we're back in the Tardis, we're travelling across the planet, to other planets, to the end of the universe, forward in time, backwards in time. There's sonic screwdrivers, there's an appearance from Nardole, and of course a lot of running. And perhaps a tiny little bit of exterminating, but you didn't hear it here. All in all, it made up a very good Doctor Who episode. We had a bit of genuine fear as the villain was quite scary, but by the end it was also touching. Bill got a chance to be funny, silly, serious, and very, very human by the end of the episode. And as we know, the companions tend to humanise the Doctor, and in his time on Earth, I think it's been his students that have been doing that, and Nardole, of course. Matt Lucas is reprising his role as Nardole again, and I could kind of take it or leave it. He's a nice enough character, but I don't feel like it would be tremendously missed if he was gone. He did contribute to quite a funny scene of some back and forth between the Doctor and Bill when the Doctor is securing this secret vault we don't know anything about. But hey, he's here for now, let's enjoy it. The Doctor himself is much calmer and cheerier than we normally see him, with still that bit of sternness. But at one point we do see the hard edge of the Doctor, the oncoming storm, the last Time Lord. And to be honest, those parts make Doctor Who for me. You like the lovable character. His humanity, even though he's an alien, is the most important part of the character. But sometimes a lot of New Who's introduced just this epic scale of who he is. The David Tennant moment where he describes himself as Time Lord Victorious. Moments like that, the ones that kind of send a shiver down your back, and you know there's something deeper in this lovable character. We also get a few more sadder moments where we see on his desk is a picture of River and a picture of Susan, the first companion. Even as a moment where he's chatting as if he's getting nagged by the pair of them in the TARDIS. It was a fun episode, and it was everything Doctor Who is supposed to be, and I really hope it continues for the rest of the season. I'll probably do a few more reaction videos as the season goes on, but we're left with one very, very brilliant look into the future at the end of the episode. We got a reel of what will happen in the next episode, and then we got a shorter reel of what will happen across the season, and it ends up with a very, very interesting look at a bearded John Sim as the Master. I've been Sam, and this has been my reaction to Doctor Who Pilot.